Hey everybody, and welcome back to another severe storm film or weather forecast. In this forecast, we have a lot of weather to talk about over the course of the next couple of weeks as winter could take its final breaths coming up, all right? So let's take a look here, starting off this video at our satellite imagery. You can see here's the leftovers of that storm system that brought the nasty thunderstorms to Florida yesterday evening, and there's also still some remnant moisture up here from the severe weather Oregon had. They actually had a couple tornado warnings, which was nuts. And we also have a system that's bringing about some rain as well as maybe some snow if you are further north into the northeast. All right, guys, let's take a look without further ado at our short-term future model runs here. You can see as we head into early tomorrow morning, today's Tuesday, tomorrow is Wednesday, so you can see the snow breaking out across portions of northern Maine as well as portions of southernmost Canada. And then as you look over here, little storm system, that's that Pacific Northwest system that's going to be bringing about some rainfall for areas of Iowa. And then as we continue this in towards the latter half of the morning hours tomorrow, notice that this starts to mix in with some snow across portions of Michigan, maybe even portions of extreme southern Canada. All right, so areas like Toronto could potentially see a couple flakes as we head in towards that time frame. But then look at this. Around tomorrow afternoon and evening, there's going to be a cold front that starts to develop here, and that's going to fire off maybe some thunderstorms across portions of Ohio all the way back to Arkansas, at least in the form of showers that could have some convective abilities. So definitely something you want to keep an eye on there. And then as that moves out, that brings more snow into portions of the northeast. And then we have another storm system that will be soon to impact the northeast as we head in towards this weekend. But beyond this weekend, we have a big weather pattern shift that's going to be affecting a lot of the United States. All right, here's that weekend system bringing about that reinforced shot of cooler air across the United States, maybe Arctic air if you're circled in this region. Definitely going to be cold. And then as we head into the day on Sunday, that cold blast expands even further. But at the same time that's doing that, look at how the jet stream just screams northward as we head into the western United States. All right, look at those above average temperatures all the way from Oregon and Washington all the way over to Minnesota, experiencing at least maybe 2 to 6 degree temperatures above average. But look, it doesn't get better from there. Notice as we head into Tuesday, March 4th, how we begin to start to see above average temperatures overtaking much of the United States, or the eastern half of the United States at this point. This is a negative Pacific Northern Oscillation where we have a trough in the west and a big ridge in the east, all right? And if you have a trough in the west, you obviously know that there's likely going to be a storm system, and with ample Gulf moisture lifting northward, I can't rule out a threat for severe weather in this area as we head into the day on Tuesday. That includes areas like Texas all the way up into Missouri, into portions of Kansas. Could potentially see maybe an outbreak depending on how it goes. All right, the models like to show a squall line with damaging winds, but that would be enough to cause problems as we head into the day on Tuesday there. So definitely some stuff to keep an eye on. That storm will continue into the Ohio Valley as we head into the day on Wednesday. And like I said, clashing of air masses is likely going to lead to severe weather. And severe weather might be as far north as Michigan as we head into the day on Saturday. Southern Michigan to be specific. Definitely want to watch the track of that low. And then as we head into Thursday, March 6th, another cool down overtaking a lot of the United States. And then as we head into Friday, March 7th, I don't know if the cold air gets that far south, but it'll definitely be cold for a lot of northern folks. And then it warms up again as we head in towards this time frame. And then it really warms up as we head in towards the long term, which we will talk about more in depth on another forecast. Now let's see how it all pans out on your precipitation trends, all right? You can see there's that system that's going to be bringing about some rain and thunderstorms across portions of Kentucky and southern Ohio, and that begins to move out again. Maybe some snow into the northeast, not going to be anything impactful. Little clipper system follows behind that with a couple lake-enhanced snow showers for areas of the Great Lakes. And then here comes the weekend system we were talking about. All right, this is going to be a blockbuster system, guys. I mean, this is going to be a real windy system. This is going to be a big doozy of a system for areas like Canada. It will be a doozy for New York, but it won't be as bad as it will be in Canada, all right? So it looks like it's going to be on a weakening trend as it moves into the United States, but it still will bring some snowfall to areas like the Northeast, where we could potentially see as high as 3 inches of accumulation, all right? That's enough to cause some problems. After that moves out, though, here comes the big stuff, all right? Remember how I said when there's a trough in the west, there's a big ridge in the east? That's how it's going to go, all right? The moisture feeds into it. There's going to be a cold front that's going to be racing east and then fuels the fire for the thunderstorms as we head into Tuesday, March 4th across this area here. I think anywhere north of the low could see still some lingering thunderstorms, but the main threat will be south of the low. So just know that if you're north of the low, you'll likely not see as nearly as much severe weather. But if you're just slightly to the north, I still wouldn't rule it out. So definitely pay attention there. And then as we head into Wednesday, that threat will really start to drive northward across the United States. All right. I mean, all the way up to northern Ohio, all the way back to Florida, we could see severe weather there. So definitely some stuff to keep in mind. And then as the low passes by, we start to get bursts of snow, possibly even near blizzard conditions in Wisconsin and Michigan as we rewind this here for you guys. 983 millibar low. That's going to cause some problems. So definitely want to be weather aware there. And then as we head beyond this, we get another storm system of some sort. I don't know if we get snow as far south as the deeper south. I don't know. But we could definitely see a southern slider, at least one more before the season ends. And then we just get many more storm systems as we head in towards the next couple weeks. And taking a look at your 4 to 8 day SPC outlook here, courtesy of the WeatherWise app. They don't have an outlook out for any areas yet. However, I do anticipate they might put a 15, at least a small one, for portions of Louisiana all the way up into portions of Arkansas. That would be for the day on Tuesday. For the day on Wednesday, though, the northward extent of the severe threat remains on the uncertain side, all right? But I do anticipate at least these circled areas to have at least potential of seeing severe weather throughout the day on Wednesday. At least right now, maybe something will change, all right? But right now, it looks like that's going to be the thing that pans out. And then on Thursday, it looks like the main area of severe weather will be confined to the south, as daylight heating will be lost as this moves into the northeast. And the last thing, as always, we'll do is take a look at our Climate Prediction Center models here. You can see on their 8 to 14 day outlook here, you can see experiencing above to near normal temperatures for a lot of the country here. Oops, I forgot to include you guys in the southeast. Sorry about that, but you can see there is also a concern for above average precipitation, and that's very evident due to the severe threats. Again, could be, again, on Tuesday over the Arklatex region, and then on Wednesday, whoa, you got a big spring northward. All right, so anywhere in the circle regions need to keep an eye out for the potential of severe weather, not only around the March 5th to 6th time frame, but beyond that as well. There could be rapid fire storm systems, and the sun angle is getting higher. So like areas like the Great Lakes and Ohio Valley are going to start seeing more consistent severe weather events over the course of the next few weeks or so. So definitely some stuff to keep an eye on there. But taking a look at their 3 to 4 day out, or their 3 to 4 week outlook rather here. You can see there's a pretty decent chance for above average temperatures to near average temperatures all the way into portions of the Northeast. I do have a feeling they'll add a slightly below average there into portions of the Northeast. It's going to take a little while for you guys to moderate due to all the snow you guys have. And then over here, you're expecting above average to maybe well above average precipitation by the time it's all said and done as we head in towards that time frame. Now let's take a look here at our hazardous weather outlook. All right, here you go. Heavy snow you can see only in the mountains, all right? I predicted that on my springtime forecast or my March forecast yesterday. Like I said, there's going to be those atmospheric rivers bringing about your heavy snow, and that's March 7th through the 9th, all right? So we got some time yet for things to change, but still something to keep in mind. In terms of temperatures, no hazards posted, but in terms of your precipitation, they're talking about the potential for flash flooding potential. Wouldn't be surprised if that got bumped west, maybe into the Plain States, and maybe back into portions of the Ohio Valley, as well as maybe the lower Great Lakes. So definitely some stuff to keep an eye on there. That wind risk as well, I think that should be bumped back a bit further west. We could definitely see some pretty high wind gusts out of that storm system. And then your threats for snow will stay west for now. All right, everybody, I'm Severe Storm Filmer. Hope you guys enjoyed this forecast. It's going to get super active, so make sure you stay tuned to the National Weather Service, your local National Weather Service office, and have a great rest of your day, everybody. Stay safe out there.